In the air.
Hey, hello everyone, welcome to this new video. So the the video from today is gonna be only about the ranger's ability, which is the Dire Orb. Wanted to explain a bit how it works for people that are not really familiar with it, even if it's really simple and straightforward, I would say, to understand it. So basically, the orb from Ranger, first of all, is one of the most powerful abilities in the game because it has way too many utilities. You can just use it in like lot of ways, and I think it's just really good overall to have a character, to pick a character like Ranger. Basically, in every map, it's like Ranger is pretty good, pretty viable pick on almost every map. So first of all, how what is it? The Dire Orb. So the Dire Orb is an ability. Basically, you throw this orb, this sphere. You throw it, and if you press the ability once more after you throw it, you gonna teleport into that direction. Quickly showing you how it works. So if I want to go there and I have my ability ready, so I press F, and once I press F, you will see that something is gonna like a sphere is gonna go out from this POV. You're gonna see it flying around on that side of the map where I'm aiming my crosshair, and you will see that if I press F again, I'm gonna teleport right there.
Catch.
So I went from there to this where I was aiming with the crosshair. So this is probably the most like common way in which people use the orb just to teleport from one place to another. But the orb has a bit more utilities and some more like things that you need to learn about it. First of all, after the teleporting, which still there are many things you can do instead of just teleporting, the orb does damage, so it's a really important burst damage ability, a bit like DK with the Flame Strike, or quite similar process, even if the orb can be sometimes a bit stronger depending on the way you time it. So let's take, for example, we have Anarchy right here that has around 120 HP. Okay. So the Dire Orb can one shot if if the opponent is low enough for you to do it. If the opponent has like heavy or mega or like has more than like 125 HP, you won't be able to one shot him unless he has really low HP. If he has really low HP, you might still be able because of the conversion ratio between HP and armor. But like for example, so let's do damage to this Anarchy. So right now this Anarchy has 17 HP. I'm gonna let him take the heavy armor, right? So and you will see that. So let's try this. So as you can see on the screen, you have 125 damage. For example, now at the spawn, he has 102 HP. So I'm gonna pick up the light armor, which is gonna give me 50. I did not one-shot him. I completely deleted this armor. He's currently at 63 HP, no armor, but it didn't. It was not enough to one-shot him, so insta-kill him. So this is one of the ways that you can use the orb, for example, to do damage. That's like a really important way. It's probably one of the most common in like more of a medium high range level like Elo, because I see a lot of low players using the orb to just move around and teleporting away. Another way you can use the orb, which is something I do quite often, is when you are fighting, you can bait the orb a little bit. What I mean by baiting the orb is you can throw the orb, and instead of taking the orb, because you are not forced to use the orb, like if I throw the orb there, if I don't press F, it's just gonna, it's just gonna explode, so it doesn't matter, like, The only way it matters is when you press F again, then you're gonna teleport. But if you don't press the ability once more, it's just gonna go there, like up in the sky, and nothing will happen. So for example, let's say this is one of the most common things that could happen, for example, on a map like this. So let's say you are fighting around the mega area, right? You're fighting around the mega area, like right in front of you. You're engaging against the other guy, and let's say the guy is like there instead of this close, because this close you will use the orb. Like if you are this close, it's way easier to do damage with the orb. So because it's faster instead of like having long range and then press F again. It's way easier for the opponent to understand what's going on. But for example, if you're picking rail against rail in this scenario, if you're picking rail against rail and meanwhile he's picking, you throw the orb there, you know he's gonna turn for a split second and you can rail him back. Like almost all players tend to use it because tend to turn around, because if he teleports right behind you, if I am right behind him, then I can just kill him with 2 rockets. So he has to kind of do this movement. And meanwhile, you take advantage of that and you try to rail him. And this is one of the most nice ways to use the orb, because you can bait a lot of scenarios. You can play around it really well if you're experienced enough. If you practice a lot in the way you can throw them, that's really cool. Okay, so another thing that people don't really know about the orb, or like not know but they don't use that much, is the way you can use the orb to teleport, like teleport into a teleporter. Sorry for the words used. So basically, if you throw the orb like there, for example, and you press F once the orb reaches the teleporter, you will teleport up there, which is like where the teleporter should be, like this. Okay. So if I do this, look, I press F again. Okay, then I pressed way too early. But if you will wait a little bit more and press F again, you will literally teleport right away. I'm gonna try show it better. So let's take the time shards. And again now, for example, you need to go there, you're making a comeback, you need to go there really fast in this floor maybe. You take the heavy, you throw the orb, you wait, and then you go and you're through the TP, you know. And I think that's a really useful way to use it, the orb. Like, I think it's underrated way also to use the TP, so I can make a surprise effect. Absolutely. Especially on a map like this where positioning is key. Taking positions and advantage with the orb, it's huge. And Ranger is even more like incredible on this map because of the passive with the reduces rocket jump damage. You can move around way easier compared to other champions, which is quite huge on a map like this. In some areas, like if there are some little gaps, you can use the orb and go through the gaps as well. For example, like this, if you want to make a surprise effect, let's say the opponent is there waiting for you that you take the jump at, right? So if he's waiting there, there is no way I can fit like this normally, right? I won't be able to fit there. So, but what I can do is this. An attack. So also this is really important. It could be used way more. I'm talking mainly to people on lower ranks, maybe. Upper ranks, I think it's more used the way Ranger is more used completely, like from all perspectives, which is movement, teleporting, baiting, and all that stuff. But so yeah, it's really important to learn how to use the Dire Orb. It's such a powerful ability, and yeah, like in the package with the also the rocket passive on the rocket jumps that you can do like this and barely take damage, makes Ranger one of the best picks in basically every map. So yeah, I hope you like the video. Yeah, one more thing. So if you're throwing the orb, right? So let's say for example that like the opponent is right there. So if I don't manage to telefrag him, or like I'm not fast enough to press the F button again, even if I throw the orb like this, it's still gonna do 25 damage. So, like, if you want to remember about that. So, but if I press the orb when I am inside this model, it's gonna do 25 plus 100, so 125 damage. I hope it's all clear how it works. And yeah, that's it. There is not much else to add, to be fair. I hope you like the video, and yeah, leave a follow and a subscription and a like if you want to have more content. Probably the next video after this is gonna be the spawns on this map, which are quite incredible, to be fair. Really, really painful spawns to deal with. It's a really out of control map. It's really hard to play, and people still need to understand how to play it properly, because I think we have such crazy scores at the moment, but I think the map could be played a little bit more carefully and then taking back control. And yeah, we will talk about that in another video. So, again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.